Welcome back to Let's Play Super Metroid here on the Heavy Basics channel. Today we conclude the hunt for Ridley as we track him down to his lair. Right now we are in Kraid's little hideaway in the middle, deep within North Fair. And today's episode is all about finding his lair and getting back what he took from the space station. In other words, the baby hatchling. We can finally find out where the damn thing is. So, let's carry on where we last left off, which is going to be bombing our way to the west of this. Facing these giant crawlers, which you can't kill with normal convention except with the screw attack. Now, which you need to do. So, this is actually missable, but thank God I technically did miss this, but otherwise, bomb that area, you'll find yourself with more power bombs. This is number 45 on our list. So, let's get the several things straight with this one. At this point in the game, you'll probably want to know that you will need super missiles. In fact, you need to have all the super missiles you collected. You need to have them all, see? Which is that point you're gonna need quite a few things. First off, super missiles, patience, and oh fuck. These are ninja! These are the elite of the space pirates! These are the ninjas that frickin' Ridley decided to personally align to his sector, and you have to kill them. And see, all they have to do, they can come up and attack you with their with their dashing kicks. Only time they're vulnerable is if they're golden and they're covered in super missiles. See, when they jump, that means they're about to attack you, which means it's kind of crucial. When they're got grey skin, their weapons bounce off. Thank God you only do this once, and that's kind of it, really. So let's go for this door here. You head towards another mini layer of Ridley, his pre-chamber. What you need to do here is there are enemies that are respawning, and what you do is you essentially catch them all. You essentially get all the enemies and get the lot. Remember, your super missiles are priority one. You need to get them all back together, which is important because if you don't get all the super missiles, you're gonna have a difficult time against Ridley. Because super missiles are the most powerful forms of killing, and since they're worth a collective of 5 missiles in regular perspective, you're just gonna need a lot of super missiles. So essentially, we're about to hit Ridley with the entire force of 250 missiles. So that's gonna be a lot of painful things. So now this bit's it's a bit daunting if you want to know what the full truth is. So what you need to do here is alternate between take advantage of the respawn areas in order to get your hands on super missiles. See, you need to build up all your super missiles back to normal capacity. Because we're going to be using them all. Yes, we are. We're going to be using all 50 of them in ways you cannot even imagine. And that involves killing. A lot of killing, might I add. Tons and tons of killing. Let me just bring this up again. The reason I did this a while ago was because let me just get this right. I work for QX55 under the alias of Taro-san. I mean, it's obvious. People haven't included it yet. I've done lots of Metroid games for them. I've done Mega Man games for them. Well, not the Classic 6, but I still want to get my hands on the Classic 6. And I've done lots of games, mostly for these characters, or this anything else. One game I couldn't do was Super Metroid, and bloody Parasite is the one guy I've been wanting to get rid of because his Let's Plays, well, his original Let's Play was terrible. Then Sunao took it, and it's deemed fucking I can't do it. Even though I did every other Metroid game in the series, the original, the second. By the way, this is like mainstream canon games, so I've done like 4 Metroid games for the fuckers, and I've still got no and I couldn't do the third one, so I had to do this instead. I mean, I don't mind them, they are good people, but somewhat a bit slow on the uptake, but seriously. I know one of them is. I know one of the people that do Let's Plays thing is XP Raven, Brazilian guy. He subscribed He subscribed a while ago, so he would probably know the pain. I wanted to do Super Metroid for years, and Mega Man X, but the fucker wouldn't let me do it, and I'm still pissed off. Anyway, sorry for rambling. You would say that kind of pissed me off. I wanted to do Super Metroid Mega Man X for years, but because of site rules, I can't do it. So I decided to let's play this in retaliation, because I can do it a lot better than they could. Granted, I had to pretty much I never played this properly for years. Didn't stop me from properly playing Metroid despite no fucking map, and I got everything. And Nintendo Capri Sun got the same fucking score as I did, which is remarkable. I shared that experience. Shaka Conroy started playing frickin' Link's Awakening recently, which I did for CubeX, the DX version. So I was just wondering what is he gonna do with it? Very curious. See if is he actually gonna follow? Is he gonna follow the Lewis Chow route? Well, he's probably gonna. I just want to see what he does. I mean, this is a game that it was a game infamously done by Lewis Chow, and if you watch the long play on CubeX 55 of that game, that was a tribute to him, because he's the best. He is the best long player to exist. Watch his two rated videos; they are spectacular. How he does it quickly, how he gets there fast. He knows all the secrets. It's like he knows everything in nature. Anyway, we have 50 missiles! It's now time to take on Ridley! With our 250 missile in power! Blitzkrieg the fucker! Might I add, Ridley is one of the tougher bosses because he actually goes in a pattern, but you can actually glitch him out! Like this! He keeps bouncing up and down, all you just do then is just shoot upwards. Blitz you with missiles, left and right. But it does work. I mean, he goes red. When he turns red, he's nearly down for the count. So keep going, and then he'll do an action that he grabs you, and then it's all over. And that's essentially it. He grabs you and it explodes, and that is the end of Ridley. Well, for this game, and essentially we've just gotten everything that we need. So let's collect our reward for beating Ridley. Hopefully, it should be here. Where's the hatchling? Where's the baby Metroid? Oh dear. Now we're gonna have to look even further, because all that time Ridley stole the baby hatchling from the space station. It's not here, so it means it's somewhere else. I have a feeling I know where it is. And if it's true, I've got a feeling they've been doing a lot of experiments on it. Because they're mad scientists, apparently. Right, we're done with Ridley's lair, and we're done with Norfair in general. Everything's been cleaned out. And I mean, not exactly everything's been cleaned out, but the purpose of being in this area is actually done. So we can now just head back to the save point, and then go back up and head up. So what you need to do is head back to the beginning of this part. So in other words, we're heading back to the save station. So that's kind of essentially being it, really. So let's move up, shall we? Because I know we're not done yet. We've got plenty of things to do here. Time is not for waste, and I don't want to waste time. Well, I'm probably guaranteed not to get the ending because I've wasted because I wasted so much time. Believe me, if I wanted to do that, I wanted to do it. So, let's get this out of the way. Get that out of the way. Head up. We're done with this lower part. We're done with the lower part. Let's carry on moving straight forwardly. We're done with everything around here, so let's get out back to where we were. So we got all the energy tanks, we got all the super missiles, but we haven't got all the power bombs yet, and we haven't got all the missile packs yet. So it's just that small amount of timing. So save here because you probably don't want to fight Ridley again. Easy, how simple and cheap it is. So, might I add, ladies and gentlemen, if you're expecting an epic battle against Ridley, I apologize. Even I wasn't expecting the way to glitch him out, as I were, and I kind of cheated you out on an epic victory. So, I'm sorry. If you want to see an epic battle, go watch the Metroid Prime battle against Ridley. That was a much grander scheme in terms of greater battles. That was one of the best battles. And then you got the Metroid Zero Mission fight against Ridley. That's a fantastic battle. I know, it was a fucking pain in the ass. When at the top of this chamber, head towards the left, you'll find a fake cave entrance. And you'll find yourself here. Coons. Oh, bless me. Not being racist here, I think these are Akums, or basically dragon creatures, either way. Here's another missile pack here. Missile 220. Believe me, we're nearly done. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is. So, what you'll need to do here is that you need to navigate this next part of the cave. So, there are multiple cave entrances here, so I want you to keep an eye on this one. Use your trusty X-ray scanner. It's the only way to properly get this one. So head down here, trigger that, go through there, and then you can find out where to go next. So keep going. Let's see. That's the way forward. So you're gonna have to luck yourself out of this one. There we go. Now what you need to do is to head up to that top right part. So in order to do so, we're gonna have to do two tricky jumps. That one and this one. Thank God nothing breaks. Anyway, your reward, ladies and gentlemen, would be the access to the bottom chamber. Now if you went down the normal route, you would be blocked. So what you do here is that you destroy the parts and you get them. More power, the last of the power bombs. We have every power bomb we have every power bomb. So that's essentially it. Now we can move on to the next. We can now leave this area, and leave we shall do. And let's see, we can just go this way and that way. Go that way. All we have to do is head back up here and head left. Head for the blue door here. Turn left. As such. Now, this is a difficult bit, so I want you to alternate between screw jumping and head towards this platform here. Then, I want you to go left here. And this is kind of difficult here because you're trying to find the entrance to another chamber, so use the X-ray vision and you'll find yourself, it's that block. Go down it, as such, and this is it. And that is the last missile pack in the game. 225, or is it? Now I just realized, I think I might have forgotten a missile pack somewhere. So this is not the last missile pack. And I think I'm gonna have to remember, because I gotta think I know where it is too. And I believe you, and I believe you're right. I think I've missed that one in Yeah, I think I know which one it is. I know which one I've missed. Don't worry, I know where I'm going. But anyway, through here you'll find yourself an interesting chamber here that contains not much things. A one-sided area, but this is more importantly because we are now near. If you don't recognize this, I'll probably tell you in a few seconds once we get to this chamber here. I'll tell you in a minute. This is actually the chamber we're near where we got the wave beam. So we're back at the entranceway to back at the entrance to Norfair, which is a fantastic shortcut if it is, because that's going to help us quite tremendously. Now, normally we would go this way, but we would go back through the difficult part of terrain. So, not terrain, frickin' Norfair. Yeah, essentially we're done with Norfair, might I add. Now, Power Bomb would be a quick way to do so. Head towards there, get hit. That's the last time we face these enemies, essentially. So, get the health up here, go through there. Now, for the final time in the game, let's go through the shortcut way, like so, through this lot. Speed boost. Gosh, speed boost you'll probably see in this game, or is it? Anyway, now we're coming up towards the end of the part. So, in the next episode, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to head towards terrain.